All right, do y'all see me? All right. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, I'm sweating because I ran upstairs. I did not know if I wanted to record this downstairs, upstairs, near the coffee table, on the counter. I was just holding my camera, did not know where to go, and I just decided to do it up here because I wanted a blank background. Well, in a way, a blank background and just me and you. All right, I wanted to talk to you guys because I haven't opened up to you guys as much as I wanted to in these past 10 years. I actually just kept that to myself because, you know, my private life is different from my YouTube life per se because I have so many shells when it comes to my YouTube life because me revealing more of a personal side to me, even though I have it where I do segments of it before I start a video, you know what I mean? Whereas I haven't really done it from the first second to the last second on a video. Actually, the video that I've done, My Whole Truth, y'all, I was nervous of even doing that or uploading it because I did not know how you guys were going to take it. It's out of my element because I'm more of a reaction based. You know, it's more of your content, what you guys want me to do. And the more I read the comments telling me what you want me to do, the farther away I am of doing this. And I just came from Texas and I spent time with the family during the holidays. And I just wanted to say, you know what? I wanted to do a video, just me talking about how I got to be the person I am right in front of your screen. All right. Because believe you me, there are some steps that I took and some bump stops that you guys will later hear from me of what I did. Okay. The reason why I wanted to do this video is because Facebook recently came out with the anniversary video. I don't know if you guys know, but sometimes they come out with the first year, 4 years, 8 years. This is my 11th year. It just came out. And when I shared it on my timeline, I was actually shocked of how that came about because it had put all the milestones, all the pivotal point in that 52-second video. And I'm like a proud baby on my couch looking at it. And I'm like, how can you put all of that in 52 seconds? And it made me say, you know what? I have a lot of people that have children that want to start YouTube, and now I'm here to tell you how I started, why I started it, what happened during the times, and now. All right. Well, first off, thank y'all so much for sticking with me. The feedback that I did with the Whole Truth video, the unedited video, I don't know if astonished is the right word, but I was shocked at how that feedback came about because a lot of people were talking about it, were bumping me on the street about it, and I was just so shocked, you know, and I don't even know if shocked is going to be the word of the day because I feel like I'm using it too much, but I just want to lay out all my cards on the table. All right, so picture it. 2007 came along, right? I started YouTube because I started a YouTube account by saving music to my playlist. And the reason why I was doing that is because I was getting ready to hang out with friends, getting ready for bed, just getting ready to do my thing. I have music as background noise and I'm just, you know, just hyping myself up. Well, when that came along, I actually went to Atlanta one day and I was hanging with a bunch of my friends and we were by this computer screen and my friend said, you know what, you got to check this dude out. He is funny. He is hilarious. You would crack jokes all day long. And I'm looking at it and all my friends are laughing and I'm laughing too. But I'm looking at him and I'm like, yo, you can talk? You can talk on YouTube? I did not know there was another realm, another dimension of people talking. So I put that in the back of my head and I went home and I started, back then it wasn't called vlogging, but I had my Nokia phone and I was just hanging with friends. We were doing all this stuff. We were going out to eat. One day, I was getting ready to hang out with my friend to go bowling. And we had this plan for weeks. So I'm adding more music to my playlist, not thinking twice about how I can talk anymore, because like I said, I'm just going around town, going around hanging out with my friends with my Nokia phone, and that's it. So my friend calls me in the middle of me getting ready, and he said, Alonzo, I can't hang out. And I'm like, what? Why can't you go bowling? Because I just can't. Y'all, this was a friend. He's not my friend anymore, but this guy smoked weed. All right. The reason why I'm saying that is because I smoked weed before. All right. I did coke before. I did a lot of stuff that I don't regret because it made me the person I am today. But with weed, it gets to the point where you smoke something, you smoke a little too much, one tote, it will make you be like, F these plans, man. I ain't doing it. F these plans. I don't care if we made these plans for months. And that was the kind of person he was. And it wasn't the first time he canceled plans, but it was the first time he canceled plans to that magnitude, where you would make plans for weeks in advance and boom, cancel, last minute. Now, I have called him before and say, yo, you want to ride out in town? You want to do this like in the next 5 minutes? And he says, no, I can't do that. I understand that because it was a last minute thing for me even telling you about it. It was the last opportunity, so I get it. So I didn't hold that against him. But this guy was legit a weed head to the fact that you did not want to make any plans in advance anymore. But being that I made a video because I couldn't go out. I made a video on YouTube. This was actually my first video I made. And I said, you know what? I need a friend. This dude canceled last minute. That's my pet peeve. And that's true because I get it. Family emergencies do come into effect, but you guys don't understand. I knew this dude. I knew this friend. I knew this guy. I knew what he was all about. Why I even made plans with them? Because my circle of friends are like this. It's like almost a dot. And the more friends you have, the more trouble you might get into. And I just went off. One of the comments, the first comment that stood out was, Alonzo, if you may, and this dude didn't even know me at all. So that was the comment, dude. Didn't even know me at all. And this, I'm a virgin on YouTube in a way. I'm like, I did not know you can talk. I did not know you can engage. I did not know people from all around the world could leave comments on that video you're making. How my videos even spread it around, I don't know. Because I didn't start Facebook yet until December 2nd, 2008. And the only reason why I know that is because Facebook came out with the 11th year anniversary thing. So my first thing was MySpace. All right, we don't talk about that anymore. All right, and then came YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. That's my 5 things. All right, that's 5, right? Anyway, that's my 5 things. When that comment came saying, do not make plans with someone until you make plans with yourself. That way, if that person cancels, you can still go. All right. I took those words to heart. Still to this day, more than 10 years later, I took that to heart and I still go with that. That's why I don't really get mad at my friends canceling the last minute anymore, whether they know I make videos or not. I just don't, because I make plans for myself. I'm good. I love myself enough to hang out with myself, to meditate, to do my thing, to do my around your door, all that stuff. That's me. So when I connected to these strangers online, it got to the point where I connected to people in London and I went to London. This was late 2007, early 2008, the earliest 2008. I met this guy from London and my parents did not know what is going on. They were overprotective, and that's why I love them the most. No matter how old you are as a kid, you're always going to be your parents' baby. And they were saying, you met him where? Y'all were talking for how long? All right, I need his address, I need his name, I need his age, I need all this. All right, and make sure you call me when you get to the UK, things like that. Um, and that's where my first trip during YouTube began. All right, now what you guys don't know is I was already working already. So I had the 9 to 5 job, as I say, 9 to 9 job. I met some friends, some coworkers, and we would always go to their house. These people did cocaine. I didn't think twice about it, meaning I didn't judge them. Do you? Whatever you do, let me tell y'all something. Whatever you do in front of me, do it. Y'all can do whatever you want to do, because guess what? I can't change you, but I can change my environment. All right? It's my responsibility. It's my thing. If it's my choice to walk away. All right? I can adapt to you. I can fight, or I can flight, basically. So whatever you do, do your thing. But when it comes to my house, my property, my car, that's where I'm going to have to give you, because if I get stopped, odds are it's on the driver's possession. And I know that firsthand. All right. So they were doing it in front of me, and they offered, but they didn't shove it down my nose. Long story short, I just decided to say yes this one day. And it cost me $20 for a little baggie. That bag lasted me for about a month and a half, 2 months most. Then my parents, they were going through some problems. And I remember that bag that I had that I only take a bump with going to work. It didn't wake me up, so I didn't understand why I was doing it. It didn't really affect me whatsoever. It was like coffee to me. It didn't. I feel like it was mind over matter. That caffeine. I don't know. My body just works differently. So when that happened, I got that bag and I started, sniffing. My parents were still going through their trials and tribulations, per se. And I went and hung out with my coworkers, and now I'm starting doing it. I asked for that same $20 bag's worth. That same bag that lasted me a month and a half ended lasting me probably less than a week. Now I'm in my bedroom under my parents' house, and I'm hearing glasses break. I'm hearing picture frames getting torn. I'm hearing my parents yelling. And I wasn't used to that. So I decided to call my friends up saying, hey, I need a larger bag this time. So when that happened, they gave me that. And let's say a $40 bag, you can do your math. A $20 bag first lasted me a month and a half. The second $20 bag lasted me less than a week. Now I'm on a $40 bag. That $40 bag lasted me one night. And gotten to the point where, first off, I don't even know what YouTube is anymore. I was just concentrating on getting high, getting geeked up. It was my escape route where I can do this and I'll feel invincible and I don't even care what's going on around me. I'm just having fun. Now I have a dealer, and now I'm getting an ounce? I don't even know what you call it anymore. It's been so long. It's been more than 10 years. So what's in an ounce? But $120, an 8-ball, that's what it's called. So that 8-ball lasted me a week. Now, long story short, I'm losing weight. I'm not eating. I'm going out. I'm not caring about anything. And I'm hardly getting any sleep. But I'm going to work. At my job, I made probably $400 to $600 every week. Where's that money going to? Well, one, I'm not paying rent. I'm not buying my own clothes per se in a way. My mom, my dad spoiled me so much that they did their thing with me, and I appreciate it because without that, I would have been hit my rock bottom long before the day I actually did, and I probably would not know how to get up from it, if you know what I mean. So when that came about, the only responsibility I had with my $400 to $600 job was a car payment, and car insurance. That's the only thing I can think of right now. Now I'm hanging out with friends of friends, and I'm spending $2,000 a week on drugs. When I was spending so much, I forgot, I just didn't care about my surroundings. Case in point, I got an 8-ball from my dealer. I went to the ATM and I had $20 left after that purchase. So this guy that was working $400 to $600 a week's worth didn't have any responsibility but a $180 car payment and $40 insurance, had $20 left in his bank account. What did I spend that $20 on? I went to the ABC store. Well, I don't know if you call it ABC store. I went to the liquor store and I purchased a bottle of vodka. An $18 bottle of vodka. I went home and I had some weed left over. And I went to my bathroom. Well, when I say home, I went to my parents' house. And I went to the bathroom. I took a bath, just toting weed like it was nothing. Not caring about the vents, not caring about anything. After I was done with my blunt, I went towards the living room, through the living room to my kitchen to get a glass of ice for my vodka. And I was going to do lines like it was nothing. So during that time, I get out of the bathroom and there's a hallway right here. And then there's a living room right there, the family room, if you will, and a kitchen. Before I got to the kitchen, I was in the family room. It was my uncle, my dad, and my mom. My uncle said, "You smell that?" And automatically he's talking about the weed. Dude, I did not smoke in front of my family. I did not do anything in front of my family. I didn't even drink in front of my family. But of course they knew. Mom always knows. But the thing is, I did not do it because that wasn't how I was raised. But it comes to the point where if you're hiding to do something, you know it's wrong. All right, so I knew that was wrong. But when he said that, I was already invincible enough. I was geeked up enough to know that I had all this white stuff in my room that I was going to do. And when my uncle said that, "You smell that?" I was invincible. I said, "What?" "Yeah, I smell it." "And what?" I'm in my parents' room. I'm in my parents' house saying that like it was nothing, like they couldn't do anything. Listen, I don't know if they did something. I don't know if my dad whipped my memory back to where I could not remember. But the next thing I do remember is me going to my room. I shut the door, and I'm here sniffing like there's no tomorrow. I look at the clock. It's around 10:30, 11 o'clock p.m. And it was March 30th. And I looked myself in the mirror and I did not know who that person was. I was probably 110 pounds. My cheeks were caved in. My eyes were glassy red. I did not know who that person was. It came to the point where I said, "God, you know what? Give me a sign." I had $2 left in my bank account now. I was the guy to get all this stuff for himself. I had the ends for it. But now I have $2 in my bank account. So when I asked God for that sign, Christina Aguilera came on the television and her song The Voice Within came on. It was from the beginning. This was during when MTV were playing videos, or music videos. Maybe The Real World here and there, but they were playing nothing but music videos. And the first words I listened to was, "Young girl, don't cry. I'll be right there to dry your eyes." Y'all, when that came on, you could not tell me that wasn't a sign. All right, so I don't know if God unmuted the channel because, like I said, I did not hear anything going around in the background. And when that song came on, I just said, you know what, bump this. I went to sleep. I don't know how I got the strength to go to sleep, but I went to sleep. Let me make sure this camera is on. During my dream, I was driving my car and I was driving dirty. I crashed into a tombstone that had my name on it. I opened the car door. Now my car is like this, right? I opened the car door and all of this stuff comes out. Beer cans, liquor bottles, paraphernalia, all of that. I'm walking up the hill, the green pastures, and I see this big door, like ceilings, like a big door, like you could not, like one of them California doors, but big. I opened those gold doors and there's this big shining light and I'm walking in the middle and these people are surrounding me. It gave me that angel persona. They had white, they were all colors, and they didn't have a face to them. But I remember they were just welcoming me. So I'm walking, and the next thing I know, Jesus comes to me. And this wasn't the Jesus that we see in our Bible. This was that's another story. He took my hand and I started floating. I started floating to the fact that I've seen all those people just flying around like orbs. Before I can take his hand, this other person's hand, I wake up. I woke up, it was time for work, and I just had an epiphany. I said, you know what? I'm going to flush this stuff down the toilet. I'm going to get this paperwork. I'm going to start typing to my friends that I deserted, neglected. But first, I got to talk to my family. I'm going to lay this out on the computer where my mom and dad is always at, their bed where they have to lay down. And I'm going to work. I went to work and I didn't even clock in. I went straight to human resources and I said, look, I have a problem. I was bawling my eyes out and I was just 100% transparent with them. Just like I was in that video, The Whole Truth. I was transparent with you guys. I was transparent with her. I just wanted to release, just to take out all these shells. And she understood. She said, all right, we're going to get you some help. That's when I went to rehab. All right. Now back to YouTube. I don't know if you guys know, but I made a video about it and it was called Confessions. I sat down and I talked to you guys. This was 2008, which is why I have this tattoo, March 31st, the day after God came in my dream. My main thing was Jesus, God, a higher power came in my dreams and fixed me. Flipped me and didn't want to take me yet because he had more plans for me. Now, this was 2008. When I made the Confessions video, it was me talking. I had legit, like literal times, vlogs of me after rehab, me first time in California, me in Atlanta. Speaking of Atlanta, this is where my AHAD comes into effect. But Atlanta, I made a video, 2 guys, 1 horse. 2 guys, 1 horse, right? That was the first video sober that I've done. I deleted all of the videos, all the vlogs that I've done with my Nokia phone before that, because that wasn't the person I wanted out. I was done with that person. I flushed that person down the toilet. Even though drugs can mask your inner self, I wanted to be 100% me. Every time you see me, I'm clean. But I started a new journey. But during that confession video I did, it had Miley Cyrus's The Climb. So there's 3 songs that come to heart that will always stick with me. That's Boyz II Men, I Will Get There. That's off the Prince of Egypt soundtrack, I believe. Christina Aguilera's The Voice Within, and of course, Miley Cyrus' The Climb. Every time I hear those songs, especially The Climb, it brings me back to that point of my rock bottom. So when that video came about, I had great feedback. Of course, you have some judgments here and there. That's fine. I don't really care. You know, what's a world without judgment, without negativity anyway? I don't care. But it's how you see. It's what you see. Anyone and everyone can call you every name in the book. It's what you answer to. So those negative comments, those things didn't even get to me. I was more connected to the people that do understand or have questions or constructive criticism that I can answer. So when that happened, YouTube yanked it though. That's why you guys don't see it. I did not delete that because that was my new journey. I was on my journey. This was during the time when YouTube would yank it because of a music video or because of a song. With no hesitation, they would just yank that thing. They did that a few times much. But nowadays, they'll just claim it. So that's fine. But back then, it didn't happen like that. I was good. So the next year, now during that time, I'm making videos. I'm not on a consistent basis yet because I have work. I'm doing that. But the next year, I made the Confessions 2. But my hard-headed self forgot about the music. But music speaks to me. I love music. I have a treble clef on my back, tatted on my back. I don't know why I'm starting yelling now, see? Let me calm down. But I was so proud of those moments though, man. But when YouTube yanked that video too, I thought to myself, you know what? I'm gonna take this as a sign. That's what I do. I'm more spiritual than religious. Take it as you want. But I saw that as a sign saying, okay, you're not going to get a lot of opportunities. No matter how true you are to yourself, Alonzo, you are not going to get these opportunities if you keep on ignoring my signs. So I said, okay, got it. So now I started the music video reviews because that's my passion. So first it was rants, then it came music video reviews, then it came, what's that called? Reality TV show reviews or recaps that they call. Sorry, but it just felt like work to me, you know? To the fact that I had to watch this music video. I had to watch this Love and Hip Hop. I didn't want to do it anymore. I'm good with tweeting it. Now I have Twitter. I'm good. The reason why I like YouTube because it doesn't feel like work to me. I like opening it up. I like opening up. I love engaging. And I just love showing y'all who I am. But when you start taking requests and request and request and request, you're actually blurring the fact that why did you come on YouTube in the first place? don't mistake that for I don't want y'all request. I don't want to do these kind of meme reactions, these videos, because that's what y'all want. And of course, I'm reading comments and I'm laughing with y'all, you know, because I'm putting, if y'all notice, I'm putting myself on the forefront as well, because I'm telling you what I've done during this, what this meme reminds me of in real life, like that Thanksgiving one I just uploaded last week. I was telling y'all stories that really happened to me. And that's why I love reading y'all comments, because whether it's an LOL or a smiley face or one of those in-depth comments, I love that I haven't strayed away far from where I was in 2008. So, I took a hiatus. I took a year. I don't know if you call it revamping, but I went to school for the first time before I went to school during the consistent uploading. And I just looked at myself, and I'm glad I'm more fuller. My smile is more brighter. My eyes are more wider. I uploaded a video 2013. I was skinny again. And someone left a comment, "Oh Lord, he's on that again." What made me so happy about that comment is I was just going through a breakup. You know, so I wasn't eating. Yeah, that was my thing. So it made me happy that that comment came about. Even though they deleted it. I didn't delete it. But even though they deleted it, I still saw it. And it made me happy because I didn't need that stuff. You know? And even though I was going through a breakup, I didn't need that either to comfort me. Why I still remain on YouTube and social media, because it's my escape route when I'm talking to you guys and I'm editing. I'm in the zone. No one can bother me. I love it because, like I said, I get a natural high when I upload and I see comments. I know I said that before, but it's just truth. I can't stray away from that. So then I started coming into my own with the content. Whether it was reaction-based, whether it was ranting, whether it was telling you what I've done this summer, things like that, I was coming into my own. And that's how I remain on YouTube, because I'm still doing that. I'm grateful. I'm even more grateful I'm in that era on YouTube where we started out not even thinking about the compensation that comes in when you start a platform like this. And that's where my core is. Because with me, it's not about the monetary gain. It's more about I don't want to lose my audience. I want to grow with y'all. Y'all, I was in Virginia recently, and this guy came up to me and said, "Yo, Alonzo, I mean, I know you don't know me, but I've been watching you since middle school. I'm in college now." Yo, I backed up. This dude literally watched me grow on YouTube. It's like when you see music, when you see seasons of a show and you see the pilot episode and you see this kid like this in preschool or whatever, and then by the 6th season, this kid is a grown adult. So you guys are watching me grow. This is kind of like my diary. That's why I can't let go of something called YouTube. But yeah, I think that's it. I feel like I'm gonna remember something after this. But take what you want with it. What did you take with it? Yo, leave your comments below and tell me, what did you take from this? Because I don't even know. Yeah, I think that's it. So, Yeah, that's it. Happy Thanksgiving, y'all. Or happy Merry Christmas, and be good for 2020, and let's do 10 more years. All right? Bye. I told y'all I was going to remember something. Whatever y'all took with y'all from this video, just know my parents are doing fine. My mom is doing great. A lot of people ask about it because I did a video called... I did a personal video where I was bawling my eyes out, and she's doing great. And I'm thankful that you guys put her in your prayers, put my family in your prayers, and I'm glad to still connect with you guys. All right, now that's it.